Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign in the Holy Roman Empire. In our last episode we've been fighting our probably second last holy war down here against the Hasbaids. We have one more duchy to take after this. In fact, that's going to result in us wiping them off the map, I think. The last bit of land they have left. We're also fighting the Seljuks in this war because they were called in, I guess. So we will need to watch out for them. I don't think we've seen an army from them yet. But they probably have a decently sized levy, 45,000, so that could be a little bit of a problem. We don't have that many troops down here. Also have this Shia uprising, which we'll have to take care of at some point, but let's unpause and let our sieges continue here. The Hasbaids are fighting some other army that they're hostile to, so we're going to let that battle finish. By chance you meet a few women, young widows of soldiers killed in the war you could currently fight. They are all understandably upset that their husbands had to die. That is very understandable. Their husbands died for a good cause, their deaths will not be in vain. We can gain 2 prestige. We can be extremely rude about it and maybe become proud or cruel. We are already proud, we don't really want to be cruel. Prefer to stay kind. We could just be completely indifferent and become arbitrary or proud, which would be bad. Or we can potentially become charitable or kind at the cost of 25 gold. Well, we are already charitable and kind, so I guess for that reason we should probably choose this option because it's in character, and we can spare the 25 gold pretty easily. Okay, the Hasbaids won that battle. I guess we can divert this army to go and fight them since we're finished ceding this county. Now, can we tell what army is theirs? Yeah, they're headed to Dakila. Okay, so that's fine. I guess that's a peasant revolt they're fighting. And our truce with Aquitaine is about to expire. I don't know whether we really want to go to war with them again. And we have another shifting in our election for the Empire, so Widukind is back in line for the throne right now, though he's getting up there in age, so hopefully he'll die and we'll have no further problems with him. We could, of course, plot to kill him again, I guess, but that probably won't be necessary. My daughter is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. Good for her. Of course, our current heir is... or our current chosen heir, she's not actually the heir, is about to come of age pretty soon. We'll see. Hopefully she'll get the Midas Touch education that we want. Okay, I guess the Hasbaid army has changed its mind. Oh, there is a Seljuk army in here, okay. Well, we don't want to fight the peasant revolt if we don't have to. So let's cancel our movement there and let them leave. We need to wait a bit longer. And the King of Flanders, King Rorgon, has found some prisoners. We'll release them. Why not? And we'll take all of these other people prisoner. Okay. So actually, instead of using this army, we'll just go in from here. Ooh, maybe we won't actually, that's mountains. And we'd probably be crossing a river too. Okay, no river crossing, but the mountains, I mean, we'll probably be okay with twice their numbers, but we're already at 90%, so... you know what, we actually probably should do it pretty quickly. There's a big Seljuk army up here, and if we get the extra 10% from this battle, we should probably take it and end this thing quickly. They're headed out to Crusader. So actually, I'm inclined to let them go there, since we can attack them there in the desert instead. Oh, okay. I guess I misread the dates, or I was just wrong about it. That's fine. We do have twice their number, so this battle should go okay. The Antiochian War for Countess Helga's claim on Marash was ended in white peace. Alright. Unfortunately, I only got 4% from that battle. Capture this Emir, though. So we should probably ransom him for some extra money, assuming we're not getting war score from him. Nasibid. 2 Nasibid characters are giving us war score, which I assume is not this guy. We'll ransom him. We can ransom this guy too. Those are the highest value ones we have. Okay, so we may have a problem with this large army here. Altogether, we have actually got enough men to fight them if we get a decent battleground. So I think what we'll do is have you stay in this county, and we'll retreat this army back to this county as well, because it is mountains, so if they attack us in here, we'll probably be just fine. Okay, Princess Adelaide did indeed become Midas touched, which is great. Unfortunately, she may have some problems having children if she does indeed become the Emperor, or Empress, or Kaiserin, I suppose I should say. That's fine though. Minus 15% isn't the end of the world, and she has a bonus from being strong. And actually, Midas Touch gives a bonus too, if I'm correct. Yeah, so that exactly cancels out the minus 15. So never mind, she's going to be just fine. Okay, so if we have enough men here to assault, I think we'd like to do that. Unfortunately, we're just short. So we'll, I suppose, just stay here and siege. This 13k is perhaps going over here to try and siege back some holdings, which would be annoying. They did take some attrition there, though, so that's good news. Maybe take a little more. And our daughter is getting even better at swordsmanship, that's good. They're headed down here. Alright, so as long as they just leave us alone and we have time to finish this siege, I think we're looking pretty good. Hopefully this will be worth at least 6%. I guess at any point we could have alleviated all of our concerns by transporting another 50,000 troops over here. But, you know, that involves a lot of clicking. I think we're going to be just fine anyway, though. And we lost a siege to the Shia uprising. Not a huge problem. And we're taking attrition here now. Doesn't matter though, because that siege did get us to 100%. We can force demands. And we can grant recently acquired land to random new nobles. And let's check on the duchy title, which we apparently can't do here. Okay, I guess we'll create it. Although we did... I guess we inherited the peasant revolt. So these didn't get granted. And there's a subholding in here which we didn't get. Alright, I guess we'll go and put down the peasant revolt and then click the grant recently acquired land button again. For the moment we are over our domain size because we have all these holdings. I guess they can't be granted because there's an enemy army in there. Our court chaplain, this bishop has offered to go through our newly acquired domain titles. Our chaplain? That doesn't seem like that's in your job description. We'll say, stop bothering me about this nonsense. Okay, so that is the peasant revolt dealt with. So yes, that is this county that's getting granted out. Oh, and I guess this one didn't get granted either. That's fine. Alright, so now we should be able to create this duchy. It's actually a very large duchy, okay. And I guess we'll give it to this guy basically at random. And before we disband our troops, we obviously need to go up here and deal with this Shia uprising. After we have a little break for the autosave, of course. We can definitely be on speed 4 now, since we shouldn't have to do any fine management of armies. We may want to revise our route through here if there are some low supply limit provinces, though. I guess we'll go this way. Even if it's a little slower. And we can invest in military tech. Okay. I guess we'll just put military organization up to max. Which will give us a retinue cap of 32,000, which we're pretty well below at the moment. Is our chosen heir not getting voted for at all? Do we not have our vote in? This is Princess Adelaide. Okay, let's see who we were voting for. Let's re-nominate her just in case something happened there. I guess she's not in the list. Why is that? I have no idea. Okay. Well, I guess we could vote for our son, Prince Otto. Is he the best choice among our children? I guess maybe Princess Luitgard is better since she is strong and tall. Whereas Otto is just strong. Let's try voting for her and see what happens. Getting a little bit of vote transfer from other candidates, and she is in line for the throne, okay. Still very weird we can't choose... Oh, there she is. Did I just miss her last time? We'll vote for her again and see what happens. I'm sure all of our vassals are very disconcerted about our indecisiveness. Okay, we have a peasant revolt. Up here, I guess our vassals will probably deal with that. Barracks completed. Oh, it looks like she's just much less popular than our other choices. She's not even getting up to the levels of Prince Otto here. Alright, I guess we'll just choose our daughter then. It's a shame that she's chaste, but again, she is strong, so that cancels it out. Alright, so you're going to get out of there on the 30th. We are not going to catch you. Try going this way instead. I'm not going to catch you there either. Okay, so we want to make sure that we keep paying special attention to the princess, since, as things stand, she is our heir. And again, we're going to want to make sure we give her better education and fortune builder if possible. Tech points, thank you. And we are going to catch them in here. Desert. You are inheriting a barony, okay. Thanks for telling me. Alright, we won the first battle here, we'll follow them and maybe be able to assault back these holdings too. Alright, another war is ended somewhere. King Wilhelm of Jerusalem has another civil war on his hands. And we've wiped out the whole uprising, so we can force demands there. And at this point we can actually disband our troops. Probably comes as good news to some of our vassals here. Actually, nobody's too upset about it. I guess if it was a defensive war that we were in just there, which it was, they weren't getting an opinion penalty for it. And our vassal king does have a large army here that he's going to use to take care of the peasant revolt. Here's some of your soldiers have acted dishonorably towards the enemy while on duty. Well, we can punish them and maybe become just, which we already are. Ignore it or praise them. I think we have to act in character with our sense of justice and punish them. As the farmers prepare for sowing their spring crops, your court's chaplain suggests that you bring out the holy relic in procession and bless the fields. Really, this would increase the likelihood of a bountiful harvest this year. Yeah, sounds totally legit. Exactly how crops work. We can get reduced revolt risk though, which actually is nice, since we still have some angry peasants on our hands. Or we could potentially gain cynical. No, let's bless the land and pacify the peasants. And let's decline to burn down any trade posts. And Wilhelm is pulling people into his latest civil war. And there we go, finally we're at peace. We can also safely click our ransom all prisoners button now. Although it's not going to actually ransom all of them. But also we can go on a grand hunt for the first time in quite a long time. Hopefully find the white stag. Maybe we can pick up Brave or something. I'm out in the woods and I see a mighty stag while my party is hunting. And say, what are the odds? Spare its majesty and gain the trait kind, or take a chance to gain one martial at the possible cost of maiming or death. I think we'll just gain the prestige. I don't think we care too much about gaining one extra point of martial. I'd rather not die while our heir is only 10 years old. Betrothed can marry. This is our sister. She is marrying matrilineally, which is what we want. Even though she isn't currently our heir and apparently isn't able to become the heir. The Sighthounds thirsted for blood this gentle afternoon, and they brought us many hares. Gain more prestige. I guess this is the same marriage offer that we just sent, so we'll ignore that. Okay. Her husband has arrived at our court. And the Grand Hunt is over for now. It was truly a noble endeavour, and a true challenge for our martial abilities. We gain 10 more prestige. Alright, well we're out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.